The story of ancient creatures surviving into modern times is one of the most common topics in the cryptozoology community, even though its validity is highly debatable. Most reports about these ancient beings usually come from remote areas, particularly the dense forests of Africa, which are often suspected to be the habitat of living dinosaurs. Among them are Mokele Mbembe as a sauropod, Kongamato as a pterosaur, and Kasai rex as a large theropod. But this time, we're not heading to Africa. Instead, we'll explore a country not far from Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, which is believed to be the habitat of an ancient creature called the Ropen. Eyewitnesses report that this animal resembles a pterosaur, having large wings, a long tail, and even the ability to emit bioluminescence. In this video, let's explore together the story of the Ropen, how this legend began, why it's regarded as an ancient creature, and what eyewitnesses have reported during their expeditions in Papua New Guinea to prove its existence. Papua New Guinea is one of the least explored countries in the world. Between 1998 and 2008, more than 1,060 new species of animals were discovered there, earning it the nickname the Lost World. Among these creatures is the Ropen, said to be a prehistoric flying reptile. Locals describe the Ropen as a large bird-like creature with bat-like wings, a long tail, and bioluminescent light that can be seen at night. This description often links it to pterosaurs, prehistoric flying reptiles from the Mesozoic era known for their unique wings formed from skin membranes supported by an elongated fourth finger, unlike birds with feathered wings or bats with multiple fingers supporting the wing membrane. Even before the term Ropen became widespread, Papua New Guinea had already been cited in reports of mysterious creatures, particularly dinosaurs. The existence of such beings is even illustrated in an ancient map from 1593 called Nova Guineaforma. If examined closely, the map shows depictions of humans and strange creatures on the land, such as snakes and dragons being hunted. In the seas, there are depictions of mermaids and fish-like monsters. At the top of the map, two bat-winged creatures with bird-like heads are illustrated, said to be based on first-hand accounts from the map's creators who heard local legends about mermaids and flying reptiles, what we now call the Ropen. The first popular account of the Ropen as an ancient creature emerged after World War II, when Western missionaries ventured deep into Papua New Guinea's forests and islands. In 1944, Dwayne Hodgkinson, a U.S. Army veteran, reported hearing a loud noise while walking along a jungle path. Looking up, he saw a large creature with bat-like wings flying overhead. It had a wingspan of about 6 meters, dark gray color, a long snake-like tail, and a distinctive head crest. Hodgkinson was adamant that the creature was not a bird but resembled descriptions of extinct pterosaurs. From 1994 to 1996, Western missionary Carl Baugh heard accounts from locals and colleagues about glowing pterosaur-like creatures said to feed on human corpses. One of his colleagues, Paul Nation, even documented mysterious lights in the Papua New Guinea sky, which he claimed were Ropen sightings. These stories sparked the curiosity of cryptozoologist Jonathan Whitcomb, who led an expedition to Papua New Guinea in 2004 to find this supposed living pterosaur. Whitcomb, a forensic videographer, popularized the term Ropen in his books and articles. Rather than searching the jungle, Whitcomb interviewed locals on Umboy Island, gathering testimonies from 3 witnesses, Gideon Koro, Wesley Koro, and Misak Augustine. They recounted climbing a mountain to a lake called Pung, where they saw a flying spirit crossing the lake, described as having a crocodile-like mouth, large bat-like wings, and no feathers. Whitcomb and Paul Nation created a composite sketch based on these accounts, resembling the pterosaur species Rhamphorhynchoid. That same year, a group of Western missionaries from Genesis Park conducted their own expedition, this time to Siasi Island off the west coast of Papua New Guinea. After dozens of interviews, they produced an illustration of the Ropen that closely resembled the pterosaur species Dimorphodon, known for its large head, sharp teeth, and membranous wings. The creature was also said to have a 6-meter wingspan and a head crest, though no such feature has been found in Dimorphodon fossils. Despite these efforts, no photographs or conclusive evidence of a pterosaur-like creature ever surfaced. In 2007, the popular science documentary show Destination Truth decided to investigate. The team traveled to the Salamaua Peninsula, a former Japanese military base during World War II and now a hotspot for Ropen sightings. Host Josh Gates and his team met a local named Fabian, who claimed to have seen the Ropen, describing it similarly to a pterosaur with red lights under its wings. Guided by a local named Norman, they hiked into the jungle, where they found disturbed old graves, said to be evidence of the Ropen feeding on human remains. They set up camp near a suspected Ropen cave and installed 4 infrared night vision cameras. Around 10:32 p.m., they captured moving lights that turned out to be insects. But at 11:47 p.m., they saw a large bright light in the sky, which they ruled out as an airplane, star, or satellite due to the area's no-fly rule at night. The next morning, they showed the footage to Fabian, who confirmed the light was the Ropen's belly glow. Skeptical, Josh Gates returned to the U.S. to consult forensic experts Steve Buller and Craig Stotzman, who concluded that the light was not a camera malfunction but couldn't identify it either. Still seeking answers, Gates consulted zoologist Dr. Andrew Angelius, who suggested that the Blythe's hornbill might be mistaken for the Ropen, though it cannot emit bioluminescence. So, what's the truth behind the Ropen? Most likely, sightings of living pterosaurs in Papua New Guinea are cases of misidentifying large birds. The country is home to over 800 bird species, including the frigate bird, which, from a distance, can resemble a pterosaur silhouette. As for the mysterious lights, they remain unexplained phenomena, akin to the Min-Min light in Australia or will-o'-the-wisp in England. Interestingly, the Ropen story shares similarities with Mokol Mbembe from the Congo. Both creatures are often exploited to promote the young Earth creationism theory, which claims that humans and dinosaurs coexisted only thousands of years ago, not millions. This theory is religiously motivated, interpreting certain scripture references like the fiery flying serpent as descriptions of pterosaurs with bioluminescent abilities. However, it's essential to understand that such individuals do not represent any particular religion but rather push pseudoscientific claims to fit their narratives. From this long discussion, we can conclude that the Ropen is likely nothing more than a legend, a fascinating story, but not scientific fact. Despite the captivating tales surrounding the Ropen, it's crucial to approach such stories with a healthy dose of skepticism. Many alleged sightings rely solely on eyewitness accounts, which can be prone to memory errors, exaggeration, or cultural influences. The dense and often uncharted wilderness of Papua New Guinea certainly sparks the imagination, but it also makes the verification of such claims incredibly difficult. Additionally, many of the supposed bioluminescent phenomena could have natural explanations such as chemical reactions in fungi, fireflies, or reflections of distant lights. Some researchers have even suggested that atmospheric conditions can sometimes create optical illusions, causing misinterpretations of common animals like large birds. Furthermore, the romanticized idea of living fossils still thriving in remote areas appeals to our sense of wonder about the natural world. But without solid scientific evidence, like physical remains, clear photographs, or genetic data, the Ropen remains a part of cryptozoological folklore rather than confirmed reality. Still, these stories reflect the deep connections between local traditions, mythologies, and the human desire to explore the unknown. Whether or not the Ropen exists, its legend keeps inspiring adventurers and scientists to uncover the remaining secrets of our planet. If you're fascinated by stories like this and the mysteries of Earth's ancient creatures, make sure to like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe to Paleo Insights and join us on our next adventure into the world of prehistoric wonders.